Hi guys! Today's festive October accessory are these rhinestone skull earrings. They have little bows on them that kind of match my sweater. I feel very festive. I feel like a jack-o'-lantern in my peach and white. Even though this is kind of a spring sweater, I feel like it's very fall and jack-o'-lantern-y right now. So I have a Glitterature for you guys, and it kind of fits the theme of the month of October because it is a vampire book. This is called Bloodlines, and this was the spin-off series from the Vampire Academy series. And I talked about this in my last book haul video, but I finished it and I really liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was gonna like it, just because it follows Sydney the Alchemist like storyline, and I didn't really like her in the Vampire Academy, so I wasn't sure I was going to like the spin-off series, but I really liked it. I think anyone that likes the Vampire Academy series is guaranteed to like this series just because it follows the same characters and the same type of story. So it's the same author, obviously, and it just kind of has the same feel as Vampire Academy, plus a lot of the characters come back, so you actually feel like you're just reading the 7th Vampire Academy book, which I really like because I was sad that those books were over. But I got into this really quickly, just like Vampire Academy books. The storyline is actually pretty fun. So basically, without giving away major spoilers, Sydney the Alchemist gets kind of punished for being bad in the Vampire Academy series and helping vampires. Oh, before I go further, if you haven't finished the Vampire Academy series, there might be spoilers when I talk about this book, just because this book comes after the Vampire Academy series. It's not a parallel storyline. It comes after the fact. It's like a secondary. It's really like the 7th book. So if you're reading Vampire Academy, if you're on the 6th book and you don't want it to be spoiled, I would just turn this video off now, because this will have spoilers for Vampire Academy, but it won't have spoilers. I'll try not to spoil this book. But I will say things that will be a spoiler for that book, so turn it off now. But basically, Sydney gets sent to live with Lissa's younger sister that you find out about in the 6th book, so that was a spoiler. That was what I was warning people about. But she has to go live with Jill, and she basically has to go to a human high school and be Jill's roommate. And they're supposed to pretend to be sisters, and she's supposed to protect Jill and kind of keep an eye on her and make sure that she doesn't get murdered, because all the people that want Lissa off the throne are trying to get rid of her, because the law says that Lissa cannot be queen unless Lissa can't be queen if Jill doesn't exist. So a lot of people are trying to murder Jill, a lot of people are trying to murder Lissa. It's like really intense. So they go to this human school in Palm Springs, and it's actually pretty interesting. So you have Jill, who's a vampire, and you have Sydney, who's an alchemist, in this human school, and you're basically like they are trying to assimilate, which Jill does really well, because I think the Morai, the vampires, they kind of just do that a little bit better. Like, they can assimilate into human culture a little bit better. But Sydney, who has never really done anything except be the studious bookworm of an alchemist, who is human, but she's never been socialized. She was homeschooled. She kind of had to exist under this reign of her tyrant father, who she does not get along with and who she cannot make proud, even though she tries. And it's pretty good. So there's this whole storyline in this book about how these human kids are getting these tattoos that are metallic. So when you look at them, they're like either silver or bronze or gold, metallic, and they give you special powers, which is really, really cool. Like, I wish humans could get that. But they only last for like a week or two, and they're really expensive. So like, I don't remember what color's what, but like, for instance, you can get a silver one, and this might be a spoiler. I don't know. It's not like a huge spoiler, but it might be a little bit. You don't find out what the tattoos are for a little while. So if you don't want to listen to that, turn this off. I feel like I don't like to spoil things for people, but I want to talk about the book. So it's kind of that hard line to balance, but I get really excited when I do glitteratures. So basically, there was like this one color, I don't know if it was silver or bronze, but it made the person who got it really, really, really strong, like good at sports, like good enough to make captain for like 2 weeks. The alchemists have these gold metallic tattoos on their face, so all the kids think Sydney has this like genius tattoo. They think this new gold is a genius tattoo because she's really smart, because she's like an alchemist and they're really smart and like chemist. And but it's not, it's just her alchemy tattoo. She starts getting suspicious that these human tattoos have somehow like used the power and the properties of the alchemist tattoos and like spun them off. So she starts looking into it, and it gets really intense. Another thing, and I love the picture on the cover of, I don't know if you can see this, but like her gold tattoo is so pretty. I wish she could get metallic ink tattoos. I don't even have any tattoos, but I feel like if I was to get one, I would want a metallic one. Adrian is a much bigger part of this storyline than he was even in Vampire Academy. He's like a central main character of this series, and I really, really like him. Like, I understand him more now than I did in Vampire Academy. I still don't think that Rose should have been with him. I still think Rose and Dimitri are perfect, which I talked about in my last Vampire Academy Glitterature. I'm like, you know, I don't really see why people think she should be with Adrian, because I think she's so perfect with Dimitri. But after reading this book, I get Adrian a little bit more. Like, I can see why the decision was more difficult for her than it was as a reader reading it and being like, duh, Dimitri. Overall, I really like this book. I really like the story. I can't wait for the next one to come out. I'm curious to see how many books she has in this series, and the next one's probably not going to be out for forever, which is really sad because this one just came out. But I really like it. I would recommend it if you liked Vampire Academy. I would definitely read Vampire Academy, the entire series, first. This is definitely like the 7th book. I wouldn't read it out of order, but and I have glitteratures on every single Vampire Academy book, so you can go back and look. They're all on this channel. But I really like this series, and I can't wait for the next one. So I liked it, I recommend it, and I feel like I like all my books because I'm just a bookworm. But I did really like this, especially, you know, because it was a 7th Vampire Academy book. And on a completely side note, I'm very excited that the new House of Night book is coming out, I think, next month. I have it written down on my calendar because I'm like a nerd like that. But House of Night was my love before I even found Vampire Academy. Vampire Diaries is my favoriteest vampire. I don't like the books though, which is weird. I don't like the Vampire Academy, Vampire Diaries books. I like Vampire Academy. I'm getting tongue-tied now, so I'm just gonna turn the camera off, and I will see you guys later. Bye.